The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome to Penant Yacht Cruises and Expeditions. Thank you for joining the Penant 10s Travel Advisor webinar series. Today's destination focus is the Kimberley. Choosing a Penant expedition to the Kimberley means choosing to be truly connected to the environment, a blend of luxury and authentic expedition experiences, adventure with refinement. The Kimberley is a wild land filled with spectacular scenery spread over huge distances, more than 424,000 square kilometres. That's twice the size of Victoria, the same size as Germany. Yet there is only one sealed road that traverses the Kimberley. David Attenborough says, the Kimberley is Australia's greatest natural asset, boasting 13,000 kilometres of coastline, more than 2,600 islands, and Australia's largest inshore reef. The Kimberley is an ancient land with 2 billion-year-old rock formations that hold so much knowledge and history. Landscapes that have been lifted, contorted, and eroded into gorges, mountains, rivers, and waterfalls. Places that have been untouched since the beginning of time. Penant voyages are true expeditions on board small, luxury expedition vessels. We leisurely hug the coastline, explore rivers and mangroves to discover the inland region of the Kimberley. Guests will witness the pristine beauty of deserted islands and reefs. In 2021, Penant will deploy 2 small luxury expedition ships to the Kimberley, La Perouse and La Belle. Our small-size explorer vessels travel with an average of 150 guests. These are our 2 most popular expeditions in 2021. We will also feature 3 National Geographic expeditions. The Penant National Geographic expeditions are even more enriched, with 2 National Geographic experts travelling alongside Penant guests and hosting interesting lectures. Guests will see firsthand why Penant and National Geographic are a perfect match. We both have a passion for exploring, a thirst for discovery, and a true commitment to environmental sustainability. Penant has an incredible team of expedition guides who passionately share their knowledge, expertise, and love for the Kimberley, not only with lectures in the theatre, but also on zodiac excursions and guided walks. We proudly work alongside the local communities to learn about their thriving Indigenous culture. We're privileged to visit unique Kimberley rock art thousands of years old, such as this example in Swift Bay. We often enjoy guided hikes that take us to hidden Indigenous art galleries. As I mentioned previously, on a Penant Kimberley expedition, we also explore inland in small groups with an expedition leader on zodiacs. This is the King George River. We leisurely cruise 19 kilometres inland, and you can see the grandeur of the gorges, 80-metre high Wharton sandstone. The colours and textures change with the light, and as we travel further inland with the weathering and erosion. Stopping frequently for incredible photographic opportunities of wildlife, slowly exploring the mangroves and banks of the river. We are in small groups of 8 or 10, so we can quietly watch the native wildlife in their natural habitat. The Kimberley is a very healthy ecosystem, so the crocodiles are very well fed, which means they're pretty chilled and lethargic, which is great for viewing. We reach the King George Twin Falls, which are fed by the wet season. Guests can remain in the zodiacs and continue to explore the bank, or more active travellers can join our expedition team for a guided hike to the top of the falls. And this hike usually takes around 30 minutes. Guests are rewarded with this stunning view. And this truly showcases the grandeur of the Kimberley Gorges. The horizontal falls are an iconic location in the Kimberley. They are a pair of stunning breaks in the Miglati Range, 300 metres apart. The first gap you can see in the distance is 25 metres wide, whilst the second gap in the front is 15 metres wide. With massive tidal differences of up to 11 metres in Talbot Bay, the horizontal waterfalls are a natural phenomenon created as the seawater builds up faster on one side of the gap than the other, creating a waterfall of up to 4 metres in height. It's an incredible experience to feel the rushing water underneath the Zodiac. And just around the corner into Collier Bay, we explore Montgomery Reef. This is my absolute favourite location in the Kimberley, a 400 square kilometre reef. And this is a great example of the expedition itinerary being dictated by the tides and Pennant's ability to be flexible, to capture the best moments. We time our arrival at Montgomery Reef to coincide with the dropping tide. We manoeuvre the zodiacs to be at the edge of the submerged reef, and then we simply wait. Guests witness what looks like this huge landmass rising out of the turquoise waters. As the tide drops, the 400 square kilometre reef is exposed, and a raging torrent of water cascades off the top of the reef. The marine life is also rushing to escape being trapped on the reef. As the tide is dropping, the reef is getting higher than us in the zodiacs. At the reef's edge, we witness this natural phenomenon and how nature deals with it. The marine life becomes exposed. We see a healthy ecosystem unfold before our very eyes as birds come onto the reef to feed. And other predators are along the edge of the reef, also looking for an opportunity to feed. Don't worry, most of the Kimberley wildlife is a little less intimidating, such as the green turtles and brown boobies we see at the Lassipede Islands. And of course, there are whales. 40,000 humpback whales each year, with a healthy population growing by 10%. The best time for whale watching is August and September. We often go whale watching in zodiacs, which is incredible to be at the water level. It's common to see mothers teaching their babies how to breach. Isn't this photograph beautiful to see the rich colours of the Kimberley in the background? Some afternoon, we do ship-based whale watching, and the whales will often come very close to the ship and perform spectacular breaching. This particular photo is actually a guest photograph from last year at the back of La Perouse Marina. You can see here there are 6 humpback whales in this photograph. The guests and crew on board were grinning from ear to ear on this particular day. So whether it's the rugged landscapes, the indigenous rock art, the interesting geology, or the wildlife, there is no place like the Kimberley. So it's with love from the Kimberley and Pennant expeditions, and thank you for your time today. Please contact the friendly team at Pennant Yacht Cruises and Expeditions for further assistance.